So I literally, if I wait too late in the day, that like defeats the whole purpose. So it's better for me to do it early so that I can truly vibe the whole day. Okay, so hence the sweatshirt. Just coming through. All right. No frills. Like literally just rolled out of bed. Okay. So, and great, right? So yesterday I got the 10 of Cups and listen, I'm doing a video. The paper with your numbers on it? Oh, it was on the kitchen table. Mm. So, just when I thought it was safe to, as I said, not, well, listen, I'm never gonna not focus on race like that. I'm not that kind of reader. I'm not that kind of spiritualist. Martin Luther King was a preacher. Gandhi had some serious issues, okay? Serious, racist, sexist issues, okay? And also, he was a person of spirit and made change for some. There's a long history of spiritualists and, you know, people who are into spirituality, Jesus, coupling spirituality and raising the vibration with things that are happening in the world. And so for me, I'm just not the kind of reader that can just solely focus on dolphins and butterflies and never talk about political unrest and the things that are happening to people in the world. Hey, good morning. And while I understand that many tarot readers, people who are teaching manifestation, law of attraction, they don't talk about these issues. A lot of the very big people in the New Age movement act like racism doesn't exist, sexism doesn't exist, domestic violence doesn't exist. I've been doing domestic violence for 20 years. So I am, and sexual assault. So I am firmly interwoven with political issues. And to me, it feels like another function of the myth of white supremacy. And I say the myth because I do believe in language, and so I don't believe in just saying things over and over again and giving it life. So I want to say the myth of white supremacy, which really is white terror, to be able to make millions of dollars telling people to raise their vibration and not speaking to the very real issues that other people experience on a daily basis. One of my students, one of my Reiki students, a long time ago said to me, why do you like why do you think black people can't manifest? It's like white people just go to a mountaintop and they, I know a person that went to his class where he was like an atheist and he literally was at a party and he went on a rooftop, he got struck by lightning, and all of a sudden he's a channel. And he's written dozens of books and tours and does all these things. And so when she was like, why doesn't this happen for people of color, Black people specifically? And I thought about it and I marinated on it. And then it just came to me because they don't, in order to manifest, I do follow Abraham Hicks and all those folks. And I have for now over almost 20, 30 years, really. I got introduced to Dr. Wayne Dyer in 1993. And that really started my journey. So I feel like I know what I'm talking about. In order to manifest, I've manifested some amazing things, okay? The house, the job, like I've manifested all those things, trips, all those things, the life I have now. It takes a certain level of the channel, the container has to have a certain level of clearness to it, innocence, belief. When I first started, I would manifest stuff like that, because there was a level of excitement, and you have to have that in order to really make things happen, in order to bring heaven down to earth, and able to, change go up into the ether, do some stuff, and have it manifest on this earthly plane is a big deal. And we are manifesting all the time. It's just because of our state of mind, because of our state of consciousness, we're manifesting things we don't want. We're manifesting from our memories of childhood, of trauma, of the stories that we've been told. And so a lot of times, again, we're on autopilot. There's all kinds of studies now that say that we are really based on autopilot, and we're literally just living from the subconscious, from the stories that were told to us from the ages of like birth to, I want to say like 7 or 4. You check that. Okay? So it's just a tape. So when it comes to people of color, think about the tapes. Wait, let me take my glasses off because I don't even have my contacts on. Like I literally just woke up. Let's see what this says. Oh, I can't see the comment. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at it after because I don't even know how to do this on my new phone. So when it comes to people of color, we already know the kind of messages we received, right? So these are things that have to be worked through on our road to manifestation. And these are the things that non-people of color don't have. It's a burden they do not have to have. So it's another, even in this movement, a form of, the myth of white supremacy or white terror, right? Because inherently, most of them have a belief in what they deserve, okay? Because everything in society was built for them. Everything in society says you deserve X, Y, and Z. And if you're not getting it, then there is a problem. Yes, there is poverty, and like in Appalachia, like there's parts of this country, baby. There's parts of this country, baby, where the white people are way below the poverty line, okay? And dealing with domestic violence, sexual violence, child abuse, meth, all those things. Not saying those things are not present, they are. And also, even within those times, white supremacy white privilege still exists. Okay? So when, the the most recent racial uprising started happening, and, some of these famous people, some of which whose, tarot decks I have here, literally were on Twitter talking about dolphins when cities were burning across this country I just was like, fam, no, no, that's not it. That's not it. I get it. You want to keep the vibration high. I get it. But pretending that things don't exist and not lending your voice to liberation, that's not it. So I say all that to say, I say all that to say that, so yesterday my card was the 10 of Cups, keeping the emotions high. So one of the things I was saying was, you know, it's Black History, well, it's Black History Month every day for some of us, but I was like, maybe I'll not be so focused on race because I think it's healthy for my mental health. I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy. I'm a human. I'm a human spirit. I'm a conduit of excellence and spirituality, and the race conversation can get heavy and low vibration-y. So I'm like, maybe I won't, but it's like, no, it's impossible. And, you know, there's things that have to be spoken about. So when I get this, you know, this was yesterday's card. Gratitude for emotions being where they need to be, 10 being the end of a cycle. For me, it's a conversation of continuing to be a political person. Pretended faith and hyper spirituality does no good. Facts. Exactly. It helps literally no one. And again, it's just privilege. You have the option to talk about literally dolphins when like, I got to get off that. I got to get off it. It was 2 years ago. That I do need to put in the past. That I do need to put in the past. So what I'm grateful for is the balance, okay? What I'm grateful for is the balance of emotions. So yeah, I can talk about these issues, but I can also keep my spirit, do my, you know, spiritual work, do my meditation, keep my energy high, keep my vibration high, and not let these issues in the world drag me down and pull the life out of me, because that is when they win. That is when they win. On my Instagram page, we have started doing the magic hours. We have started doing for the month of February, highlighting Black witches. So the first witch last week was Tituba. Today is Tuesday. Yeah, so it's tomorrow. Every Wednesday we're doing it. So tomorrow is Octavia Butler. And the quote that she said, somebody asked her about problems. How do you change the problems or something? And she said, there's not one single solution. Instead, there's millions of them. And you have to choose which one. Nina Simone said it's the job of the artist to speak about what's happening in the world. I'm an artist, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a poet. I'm not going to just sit here, who happens to also be connected. I'm not going to sit here and act like things aren't happening. So yesterday, I was on my 10 of Cups journey, and, you know, I came across, which I heard about it last week, and it did not sit right with me, the whole Joe Rogan thing. It did not sit right with me. Whoopi Goldberg gets suspended. Joe Rogan gets millions of dollars to call Black people apes and say the N-word 22 times and be transphobic and you know, just completely irresponsible. And so it was not sitting right with me. And then yesterday I saw his apology where he was like creating a context for the N-word. And I was just like, yeah, no, Spotify. Like, I'm all for his freedom of speech. He can say whatever he wants. But what I'm not going to do is support a corporation that makes millions off of my people's talent and then allows this man to stay on the air and say, we're going to stand with racist and transphobic comments. No, we ain't finna do that. So my emotions were a little wonky for about 40 minutes, doing a healing retreat in Hawaii with some new colleagues, some new partners in September. And I was supposed to have my call yesterday at 4:30 to do the save the date. It is it's a interracial, interethnic group. Okay. Some of us are Black, some of us are Asian. I think one person might be biracial. We are across ages. We live in different parts of the country. One person lives between Hawaii and the States. So it's a pretty dynamic group. It's 5 of us. And, or 4 of us. And so, and the number 4, magic number. So it's a dynamic group. So yesterday I was supposed to work on the save the date, but I just was like, I cannot do it today. Because I was so frustrated. I was not here. So we rescheduled the call for today. And I just took the rest of the day to like get my emotions back in order. I canceled my Spotify subscription. I went on social media and shared why I canceled my subscription. I shared it with a couple of friends. My white allies had already canceled their subscription last week, and they sent me a thing saying, "We are with you. We're with you." I was like, "Yes, this is what I'm talking about." So I was able to get back in my 10 of cups. So I'm happy about that. There was a time where I would just let anger sit for days and days and days and days and days. I'm happy that I was able to feel it, express it, change my meeting, and then take action, and then create my content for my Instagram channel, go cook dinner with my mother, watch TV, and go to bed. And that's that. And so today is the King of Cups. So this is going to guide me today. I am going to, wow, we went from, this is interesting. We are mastering our emotions, aren't we? We are mastering our emotions. The day before yesterday, I had the Tower. That was a great day too. Just a lot of little different, again, like a lot of racist things cropping up during Black History Month 2022. I'm like, girl. But, you know, that's it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag, this life. I also have this 10 of Swords here. It's looking at me. So I'm gonna hold both of these together. I'm gonna hold both of these together. 10 of Swords, the end of a cycle as well, and the King of Cups. So I'm gonna hold both of these. Yeah, because this actually came out first when I was first shuffling, and I put it back in the deck, but it was here right under the King of Cups. So I'm gonna sit with both of these today. So this is our gratitude. King of Cups and the 10 of Swords. I gotta watch those ideas. I gotta watch the ideas today. And this is it. Balancing, being in control of the emotions is a direct result of the ideas, the old ideas, the ideas that I'm no longer putting to rest. I mean, that I'm putting to rest. I said it right. That I'm no longer putting to rest, that I'm reframing so that I can be in this King of Cups energy. So that's my challenge. That's what I have. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.